What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C, and welcome in as we are covering WWE Friday Night Smackdown from September 26, 2025, live in Orlando, Florida, home of Mickey Mouse and the former home of NXT at Full Sail University. But kicking off SmackDown, we have Paul Heyman coming out to the ring, and he says that there's so much for him to talk about. And he will ask the fans, what do you want to talk about? Maybe you want to talk about the world champion Seth frickin' Rollins, the OTC Roman Reigns. And then he says it's disrespectful to speak of the injured after Roman got stretchered out of Paris because of Bronson Reed. The dog that maybe you guys want to talk about, the dog that led WWE into the 2030s, Braun Breaker, or the conspiracy theories regarding Brock Lesnar. And that's when WWE Champion Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody says, last week I called you a goon, but I don't really think that. You're so smart. You love to stir it up. Tell me about Brock Lesnar. I know Brock. Does that look like the face of someone who it was a one-night thing? Am I talking to the Oracle, the Wiseman, or the Advocate? Paul says, you're talking to the GOAT. You know when Brock Lesnar is here, everyone is in danger. Brock is not here, but what makes you think you're not in danger? And that's when Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed come out, and Cody tells him that Paul is not loyal to you guys, and then that's when Cody attacks both Reed and Breaker, and then Randy Orton comes out and helps out his pal, WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, and helps him take out Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Interesting opening here. I like Paul Heyman coming out to start the show and discussing Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. He worked with all three of these guys, and it's interesting because nobody really knows where his lines fall. He is known for being the biggest backstabber as a manager. So I don't know what Paul's going to do here. I definitely think, though, that Brock Lesnar is going to come back and join a War Games team. He's going to work with Seth Rollins and the Vision, I think, here. But we'll see what happens. It was Cody Rhodes. Honestly, guys, I like Cody as a wrestler, but I don't like his gimmick. I'm tired of the nice baby face. Everything is great. Let's kiss babies. No, I like the anti-heroes. Those are the type of wrestlers that I enjoy to watch. Randy Orton coming out, after helping his friend Cody, he looks at the title belt. Nobody knows when he's going to screw Cody over, but I know it's going to happen, and I cannot wait to see it. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see Randy Orton screw over Cody Rhodes? Time will tell. Next, we see the Street Profits defeat the Miz and Carmelo Hayes after Miz tacks himself in. Angelo Dawkins hits the twisting neck breaker. Montez lands the anointment, and Carmelo Hayes has a chance to break up the pinfall and help the Miz, but Carmelo Hayes backs off and allows the Street Profits to get the tag team victory after we see the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Wyatt Six, standing on the announce desk staring down the Street Profits, who are now number one contenders again. Yeah, we're definitely going to see Miz and Carmelo Hayes break up soon. They're a good team together, though. I love the Miz. I like how he's trying to steal the spotlight. He's always doing that. But this was just a match to put the Street Profits over. Not much here, and we'll see what happens down the line. I do like the Wyatt Six, but I'm getting really bored of them, to be honest with you guys. Next, we see Michin and B-Fab taking on Kiana James and the WWE United States Women's Champion Giulia. Giulia and Kiana James get the win after Giulia hits an Arriva Dirty and a Northern Lights bomb to Michin to help her team get the victory. Giulia, as a WWE United States Women's Champion, has been so shitty. They haven't used the title properly. She hasn't defended it much. It's really just been her and Kiana James backstage fighting with Michin and B-Fab. Chelsea Green herself has stated she wanted to see Zelina Vega, Michin, even more of Giulia. They're not showing them a lot on SmackDown. And this title, compared to the Women's Intercontinental Championship, means like absolutely nothing. We then see Drew McIntyre coming out to the ring, and he's got a boot on his foot. He says that he's not the world champion because of Cody Rhodes. He had Cody beat on Saturday, but Cody was one step ahead of him. He blames the referee for coming into the ring late after the referee was out on the floor when Drew tried to get the pinfall. Drew's claiming that his foot's injured after hitting the Claymore through the announce desk, and he says that this is corruption. He blames everybody. SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis comes out and he says, "You win some, you lose some. Don't make excuses." He questions his boot and says that the ref's decision is final. And then Drew goes on to say this is bullshit. And then we see the return of Jacob Fatu. He's been gone since SummerSlam. Jacob says, "Shut your ass up and stop bitching. You cry, complain, and blame everyone for your wrongdoing. Sit your peg leg ass down." Drew then goes on to say, "Who the hell do you think you are? If I wasn't her." And then Jacob says, "What? You must have forgot I'm all gas." And then Drew hits a Glasgow kiss to Jacob Fatu. But that was a huge mistake as the werewolf Jacob Fatu lands a super kick and hits Drew McIntyre with Drew's boot. So clearly we're going to get a rivalry here between Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. Good here because these are two great big monsters that are going to go at it. Jacob Fatu is a beast in the ring, and Drew McIntyre's style is going to match so well with Jacob Fatu, in my opinion. I love how they totally called out Drew McIntyre for wearing the fake boot. That was funny, and him getting hit with it was great as well. So good stuff. I'm definitely excited to see the fucking Samoan werewolf just fucking destroy Drew McIntyre, but they're going to have Drew's going to have a chance to take out Jacob Fatu too. So this is going to be a great rivalry as well. We then see the WWE United States Champion Sami Zayn defending the title in an open challenge against NXT star Javon Evans. Sami gets the win after a Hallelujah kick and a Blue Thunder Bomb. Good match here. Javon Evans is great in the ring. He's definitely going to move up to the main roster. When he does, he's going to be killing it. We knew Sami Zayn was going to retain here, though. I don't think Sami's U.S. Open Challenge is as good as John Cena's. He's had some good matches here with Rey Fenix and Carmelo Hayes. Now he fought Javon Evans, so I'm excited to see. He even fought John Cena, so I'm excited to see who's next for Sami Zayn. Good match here. We then see Damian Priest arguing with Kit Wilson backstage. That's when Aleister Black lays out Damian Priest with a black mask, and he says that he is going to be the last man standing, and he wishes Damian Priest a happy birthday. This is definitely going to lead us to a last man standing match between Black and Priest, and I'm just fucking so excited for that. And our main event of SmackDown, WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade, Cargill, and Nia Jax in a triple threat match. And boy, was there a botch. This was a good match, though. This was probably the best I've seen all three of these women go at it. We saw Jade Cargill get busted open earlier on. Nia tosses Jade into his steps. That causes the bleeding moment. Jade then lands a Samoan drop to Nia Jax onto the steps. Jade lands the Eye of the Storm, but Nia kicks out. And it was a terrible botch because Nia didn't even put her arm up. It looks as if the ref was supposed to not count the pin. I don't know what happened. There was some confusion there. Complete botch. Tiffany lays out Nia Jax with an elbow and a prettiest moonsault ever. And Tiffany Stratton retains the Women's Championship here. After the match, though, WWE World Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer comes out, and Tiffany Vaquer will fight at Crown Jewel. Good triple threat match that was ruined by the botched ending. A lot of people were calling for the referee to get fired, and I really don't think she should get fired. It wasn't her fault. She didn't mean for that to happen. It was just a mistake. So, but that's how it is, and WWE fans call people out for anything. So, decent episode of SmackDown. My favorite moment was just all the chaos. There wasn't a lot of segments that I didn't like. I liked all the chaos backstage. I like seeing Jacob Fatu come back. So good stuff here on SmackDown. I'm excited for this week's episode. We've got Monday Night Raw coming your way. More episodes of the Attitude Year Season 4 dropping shortly. So make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the notification button to stay notified when new content is created. And also leave a comment. Let me know, what did you think of this episode of SmackDown? Do you think it was fucking great, or did you think it sucked? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, everybody, stay safe and stay uncensored.